Alright, welcome back everyone to Privateer. Last time I left you all, I promised I would save up some money for us to buy a new ship. We finally acquired enough money to do that, and I have a choice of 3 different ships here. This is the Orion. It's basically a heavy fighter, but it's more of a tank kind of ship. I wouldn't really say it's a bomber, but it basically just has tons of shields and tons of armor, but it's really, really slow and not very maneuverable. Um, I've played the game with this, and you got a lot of security in this ship, but you can't kill things the way I like to kill things in it. This is the Galaxy class ship, and it's actually a pretty cool ship, but it's not very useful for what I want. If you really are into doing cargo runs on this game, then I would recommend this one. This one you can mount top and bottom turrets, but the only problem is I don't find turrets to be very effective in this game because you basically have to manually fire them yourselves, which means you have to go to the turret to fire it instead of it just automatically firing. Ultimately, I do go with the Centurion. It's a heavy fighter. You can mount 4 guns on it and 2 different weapons, as in you can have 2 missile launchers or a torpedo launcher or a mix of them. And the shields and armor are not as strong, but it's got way more speed and maneuverability, and the armor is just about really what you need to complete any mission. The shields are strong enough too. So let's hear the salesman pitch.
I see you're looking at the Centurion. Hell of a ship. As you can see, the Centurion is a heavy fighter. Note the racks for 4 guns, 2 weapons, and of course, a rear turret. Beautiful, eh? Look at those hard edges, the aerodynamic sleekness. Did you know the Mercenaries Guild has endorsed the model 2069 as the best publicly available fighter? The Centurion is a real bargain, priced at 200,000 credits. I'll use your old ship as a trade-in, including any extras. Any credits left will be credited to your account. So how about it? Interested? You certainly know a good deal when you see one, friend. You'll find your new ship fueled up and waiting on the landing pad for you. Your payment will be deducted automatically. Have a good one.
So when we go to the repair and upgrade shop now, we can see our new ship here. Our engine upgrades will go in here. There's our targeting system. We've got different things to upgrade our ship with now. So the engine upgrade on this ship goes up to level 3. Typically for this game you want the highest engine upgrade available, and then you want to get the second highest shield generator. I do that just because that way I have a lot more energy for afterburners and guns. Afterburners, in my opinion, being the most important part. Since I've done that, then, see, here's our ship out on the hangar. I've saved another game with the Centurion having already been purchased. And so on this ship now I've got 4 Meson blasters. Eventually I'll be upgrading these to the tachyon guns. I've got the level 2 shield generator, as you can see. Level 3 engine upgrade, afterburner, the tail turret. Now, even though I said the turrets don't really work very well in this game because they don't fire automatically, I like having it just to attach a tractor beam to the end of it because sometimes you'll salvage cargo with it. Tungsten armor, of course. There's our tractor beam. Pretty sci-fi looking, don't you think? A repair droid. This is going to save us a lot of money, and it's going to save our life every now and then. It cannot repair armor. Once your armor is destroyed in space, that's about it, but it will repair other systems such as your targeting, your maneuvering jets, and that can be pretty important, especially on prolonged missions. EMC Package 3, this basically electronic countermeasure, I believe is what that means, and if you have a missile lock on you, this works automatically to try to break the missile lock, so you don't have to replenish them, it just kind of keeps automatically doing it. So what I'm saving up money for right now is the BS Omni radar. It's not really necessary to have the best radar. Any one of the BS radars will color code enemies and good guys and and bases and floating cargo out in space. This one just does it the fastest, and I just tend to buy it anyway. I may end up just going with one of these other ones because this one just identifies targets faster, but you'll notice when you're out in space it doesn't really make a difference that you identify it very quickly which target it is, because it's going to be either hostile or not, and everything else, like, it's just a matter of seconds really of how fast each one of these do their thing. But anyway, now that we have our new ship, I'd like to take it out and show it to you. We're still in the Troy system, so let's find some missions. I'd like to find some patrol missions if I could. Hopefully more than one. Well, we'll take this one and then just grab a couple of other missions too, just to get paid more. Let's see what the Mercenaries Guild has. That one pays a little more in Nav 6. I think that'll well, no, that will require me to land on the agriculture planet, and I don't want to do that. Just because they don't have the Mercenaries Guild there. So let's just grab one more mission from the generic mission computer. Yeah, we'll do this. That way you can see me take on some Kilrathi. So, let me just, gonna disable the music for now, but I'm gonna turn on the music on my other player. Alright, let's do this.
Let me know if you hit trouble in my quad.
We're on pretty good terms with the militia. I'm seldom just neutral with anyone. I'm either hostile or friendly with them. So we have a little more visibility in our cockpit too, as you can see. The ship's a lot faster, and afterburners still make a loud sound. Not a lot I can do about it. But let's just take these guys on. My shields are so strong that at full strength I can totally ram those guys and it doesn't harm me. But I don't recommend it if your shields are all the way down.
Heathen, taste the purifying fire of the Lord!
Deliver us, O Lord!
It's very satisfying when you kill them in the middle of their death throes, so. So as you can see, that ship just vastly outperforms the Tarsus. We still appreciate the Tarsus though, it got us through a lot, but in the, if I was taking on 3 retros with my Tarsus, I'd be firing missiles like crazy and I would just be freaking out. There's a good chance I wouldn't survive it. Okay, so standard patrol. In case you're curious...
Prepare to be searched. Maintain speed and course. No contraband detected. You may proceed.
In a patrol mission, you actually don't have to attack things at each nav point, they just want you to do the patrol. But if you try to outrun them, sometimes it takes longer than just stopping to fight them, so it's your call, really. Check out that aerodynamic sleekness. So here we got some Kilrathi, so this will be a good test for our ship.
Fight back! There is no honor in slaughter!
He says that because I'm already damaged.
Fight back! There is no honor in slaughter!
That Gothri is the Kilrathi's heavy fighter, so you'll notice I just rammed it. My shields are down, but it didn't touch my armor.
Fight back! There is no honor in slaughter!
Once again, I just rammed him. So it's not always the best tactic, but sometimes, I mean, if I was playing a storyline mission, I'd be a little more cautious, but right now I'm fine.
A deadly blow. I salute you.
So that did some damage to my targeting system, which the repair droid took care of. I still have some armor that's damaged, but you know, if you're kind of used to how much damage your ship can take, how much armor usually will be spent in a full-on collision, then you can kind of work it out. Alright, on to nav 3. You'll notice you're not hearing the battle music when I'm engaging the enemies. That's just because I'm actually playing a separate track just on my media player of the actual music from the game. And I'm just playing that on a loop actually because in the game it's just so loud and I can't hear myself over anything. It's not the most elegant solution, but it's all I can think of right now. But there's nothing I can do about...
Business treating you well?
Yeah, business is good, but there's nothing I can do really about the sound effects. They're gonna be as loud as they are, so... Here we have some pirates and a merchant. That's a dreamin'. Oh no, I killed myself. Okay, so... like I said, that's kind of what you gotta know about doing it with the armor is like if you don't kill him right away with it, it's gonna destroy your armor and thus your ship. So let's see here. Let's load our game. But at any rate, you can see the difference in the performance of ships. And I still feel pretty good most of the time about ramming them. Like I said, I would be more careful on a storyline mission, but most of the time the tactic works pretty well. And plus it's also because I'm kind of lazy. It's sometimes quicker just to ram them as opposed to trying to shoot them the whole time, so just kind of as a matter of that. What I could do is eventually buy my tachyon guns. I can afford at least 2 of them right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna sell the inner port and starboard side Meson blasters. And go back to buy. And put on our tachyon guns. So our ship is nearly completely outfitted the way I want it to be, so when we get back I'll have saved up enough money to have bought the targeting system I want, the rest of the tachyon guns, and of course I'll put a missile and torpedo launcher on the ship. Then I'm gonna probably purchase the BS Omni. I might just get the eye or the tripwire, but we'll see. Either way, when I come back, we'll be ready to get out of this star system, out of the Troy system, and we're gonna head over to start the storyline missions. So, we'll see you all when I return.